All right, guys. So I've ran the new Assetto Corsa Evo for a little bit just to get my settings kind of dialed in and see where it's at. I'm just playing with a couple things, trying to find out how the feels are. So far, I've kind of felt my wheel to be a little bit weak on the force feedback side of things. There's not a lot of information in the force feedback so far. It is early in the development, so like everybody would expect, it'll eventually get fixed, but just do expect that for now, that it does feel a little off. So I'm going to run a couple laps on Laguna Seca in the Porsche. And the reason I chose the Porsche was just to kind of have a comparison between the old Assetto Corsa versus the new Evo. So ACC versus ACE. ACC feels definitely a lot stronger on the force feedback. You get a lot more information, but it's also had years of development. So we'll just kind of pick up, just see how we do. A little bit fast in that corner. A lot of bit fast into that corner. I'm going to adjust one thing for you guys so you can actually hear me. So everything does feel a little bit coggy right now, as I put it. Like, it just does have its issues, but I'm sure eventually it'll get fixed and it'll feel a lot better. Going down way early, thinking of different tracks. I am looking forward to seeing where this game goes and how it ends up. So far, all the cars definitely have a different feel. I do like that on there. Um, it does take a minute to get used to if you're used to some of the other games. Like, the force feedback felt so off for me, and it still does. Like, it does have good driving dynamics. Like, you can feel the weight shift. You can kind of tell when you're losing traction, but when you do start to slide or get some oversteer, you just lose everything on the wheel. A little bit of tire spin right there, but you just don't get a lot of feel for it. So far, I am enjoying the game. It was a little frustrating at first to try to figure out the force feedback. It's not 100% perfect, but it does feel better. If you guys do want to kind of see my force feedback settings and where I've kind of found on the Logitech to kind of feel the best with the weak force feedback that kind of the wheel has for running it at max power and max gain on the game, like, I can put that up too and just kind of go through everything I've kind of played with to try to get a better feel and get more weight on the wheel through the corners. Just let me know in the comments and I'll go through and kind of put out my settings for now. And those will probably change in the future. I do like a little bit of a heavier wheel feel. Overbaked into that corner. And let me know your guys' overall feelings about the game and what you look forward to with it and how everything's going. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions, see what we can make better. If you guys have better settings that you found on this wheel to make it feel better, always let me know. I'm always willing to try something and show everybody what it, if it makes difference, tell them about it. Like, I do want to see that and just push through and try to enjoy this as much as possible. I really like these games, and I just am here to have fun and enjoy them. Total miss. I'm gonna hit the wall. There we didn't. But yeah, just my overall expectations were kind of where they are. Like, I expected it to be a little finicky at first. Like, a lot of these games are early access and all that, so it's kind of to be expected. Now I'm waiting to hear back to try it. I know my father-in-law's bought the game as well, and he does a lot of videos, so I'm trying to hear his feedback. I've only talked to him a little bit, and we kind of went over that. He says it feels great on his Fanatec wheel, but he's struggling to make his Thrustmaster wheel work. He said he'd kind of talk to me and we could go through everything and share what we found on both of them and see what we can find on it to adjust settings. So I'll let you guys know if my settings change much after I do a settings video. I just want to have a little bit more time to really see where I want the settings at for you guys before I release them, because like I said, I kind of was at work all day, just threw in about an hour, got the settings to where they kind of feel decent, at least where I'd want them to be. But overall, I'm pretty happy with where I've got it. And I'm just using way too much throttle today. Not enough brake and just upsetting the car. and just not paying attention to my braking zones and kind of pushing too hard. I think that's going to be the video. I just want to hear your guys' opinions and just get mine out there. I still think it's very early to form a straight up opinion on this game. I think so far the car feel and everything is pretty decent. The force feedback feel needs a little bit of work, but I am hopeful for the game in the future. All right, you guys have a good one, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe.